Let's talk a little bit about what the signal is here. Is there a macro signal in what Target has announced today, or is this a Target-specific issue?
I think there is some level of macro signal here related to the discretionary side of the business. The consumer has slowed down sales on discretionary, particularly home-related goods and other outdoor-related categories that they were spending a lot on the past couple of years during the pandemic. And there's an excess inventory that needs to be cleared out. However, the sales, the top line for the company is actually quite strong, and they're seeing footfall increasing at their stores. People are actually visiting more frequently. So they are buying things. They're buying consumables, essentials, and other products. They're just not buying as much discretionary goods. So I think that's probably the biggest macro signal there, that there's just been a little bit of a shift in what consumers are spending on right now.
Hey, Joe, I feel like this was the conversation when they came out with earnings 3 weeks ago. And I'm just wondering kind of what changed, what kind of clarity they got, or what did they get over the last 3 weeks that made them have this kind of pre-announcement?
Yeah, we were thinking the same thing because they just told us that exactly what they're doing is what they're doing now. It does seem that the level of markdowns that they're doing and clearance to remove the inventory that's excess at the moment is higher and more aggressive than what they had initially thought. And I think that they're seeing more pressure there. And so as a result, they basically had to slash their profit numbers by a fair amount for this second quarter. It does feel like it's going to be more isolated to the second quarter. I'm sure some will drift into the third quarter in terms of some clearance, but they are working aggressively to get into a clean inventory position for the second half of the year. And this is something we've heard from other retailers as well. If you go back to a couple of weeks when Walmart reported earnings, they basically said the same thing, and a lot of other retailers are doing the same, where they are trying to, work in through some of the inventory levels to get in a better shape for the second half.